Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Welcome to A Couple More Minutes podcast, where two veterans of the animation and video game industry talk about exactly that, animation and video games. I'm one of your hosts, I'm Jeff Gabor, and alongside me, as always, is...
Pete Paquette.
Yeah, what up, Pete? So, we are back, Quantum Assurance Board reconvening to take a look at Nintendo's Panic Restaurant to see if it deserves the seal of approval. But first, as always, with these episodes, we start with our game Stump Pete, where I'll give clues to 3 retro video games and Pete will attempt to guess the games from 40, 30, and 25 years ago. You ready for this, Pete?
You know it.
Okay. First clue for our game from 1985. This wildly popular game got remade and re-released on the Apple II to teach kids about 19th century pioneer life.
This is
Yeah, man, you got it already. not the hardest one ever. All right, it features, for those playing along, we'll bleep that out, and you can keep playing. So listen to this music as your second clue. Okay. God, that music is grating. But perfectly the Apple II, right?
Yeah.
All right, last clue. A favorite feature of this game was the ability to write a custom epitaph on the gravestones of family members that died, and that could later be discovered on future gameplays of the game. So as you properly guessed, Pete, you're right. It's Oregon Trail. You know, it was a game that was made in the 70s, and it was like re-updated and whatnot, but the definitive version that we all played was that 1985 Apple II version, right?
Yeah. With the floppy disks.
Yeah, man, I love that. I still remember getting in trouble for writing something like mean, or not mean, it's like nasty. Like I think on one of the gravestones, I simply wrote something like, flies are going to eat his poop. And the teacher got really angry at me. Okay. All right. Anyways, all right. On to the next one. You're 1 for 1 so far. 1995. A PC port makes its way to the SNES to become the first SNES game released with a mature rating. Oh, right away again. Well done, Pete. All right. We'll play the music. Pretty good stuff there. All right, so as the final clue, one of the very rare games on the SNES to feature a colored cartridge. In this case, it was Blood Red. Yep. And once again, man, you got it. Doom. I never actually played the SNES version.
Neither did I. I almost bought it one. I found it at like a pawn shop one time, and I almost bought it. And it was like dirt cheap, and I should have bought it.
Yeah. If you could get it for dirt cheap, that'd be a cool thing to hold on to.
Yeah. Interesting thing to note is that Limited Run is bringing it back.
Is it just the SNES one, or is it like a collection?
I want to say it's a collection. I don't. I'm not. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah, sure.
I know that they got the original developers to come back and like fix a bunch of stuff on the original Doom cartridge.
That's cool. I mean, there were so many restrictions they had to do. So like, I know the sprites in the original Doom game, they could walk sideways, left, right, back, and that kind of thing. But there was such a restriction on the SNES that they could only show the characters from head on. So it's like they limited like how much you could like circle, strafe, and that kind of thing. So the game definitely like took some severe hits in terms of the quality, but
Yeah, apparently they're really pushing it. So
That's awesome.
check it out, limited run.
Cool. All right, let's see if you can go 3 for 3. 2005. This is where things usually fall apart. 2005. Nintendo releases a new edition in its most popular franchise that was originally set to be the sequel to a Square and Nintendo collaboration.
I don't know.
Features this music.
Is it Kingdom Hearts?
It's not Kingdom Hearts. All right, this game's main hook is that all the elements and the characters of the game are rendered as flat.
Oh. Paper Mario.
You got it, man. Paper Mario. 3 for 3 this week. Good job, bud. Yeah. I think last time I don't think you got a single one. Now you got all 3. Skills, bud.
I don't know if I'd call them skills, but
useless garbage of knowledge. Useful only for this podcast. That's what it is. All right, let's get on to some news before we get to the Quantum Assurance Board. Very limited in terms of the news right now, but the big news that is super hot is the Silk Song, which is the sequel to Hollow Knight, is finally out. And I don't know if you saw what happened today, but basically it crashed Steam and Xbox and Nintendo and PlayStation.
Oh, really?
Everybody was trying to download it and it completely crashed.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I was trying to look at other games on Steam. And I couldn't even do that. It crashed the whole darn thing. Wow. So, it was the number 1 most wish-listed game on Steam. Which is insane. I think that's currently.
Okay.
I don't know if that's an all-time record, but certainly as where it stood at the beginning of today, it was number 1. But yeah, crazy. Do you know the dev team is like 3 people?
Really?
Like, so Team Cherry, if you go to like the Team Cherry website, it's literally just says 3 people. And I'm sure the credits are much longer than 3 people and there's a whole bunch of outsourcing or something, but 3 people are the real soul core of Hollow Knight and Silksong. Gosh, that's amazing. And then, last episode we were talking about that website Gamealytic, where you could like see kind of the revenue that supposedly these games got from Steam.
Right.
So I just for curiosity, I looked it up. And Hollow Knight, the original one, just on Steam alone made $85 million.
$85 million?
Yeah. For 3 guys. It's like, whoa. And that does not include Xbox, Nintendo, PlayStation.
I'm surprised they made a second one.
I know. Yeah, take a break, man. Of course. So they announced this Silk Song 9 years ago, something like that. They announced it, I think, in 2016, and we have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And so today's the day. You said you never played Hollow Knight, right?
No.
Yeah, man, I love it. But so I fired up Silk Song, and so far, man, it's so good. It's everything I love about these games. It's just Metroidvania to the peak, and dang hard too. It's really hard. So it's itching everything. All right, so moving on from that. Oh, just to add in, if you have Xbox Game Pass, it is on there for free for you to go ahead and download. So, really good deal. Yeah. So day 1 download for Silk Song for free for Xbox users. Cool. I know you know this, but K-pop Demon Hunters is huge, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely unprecedented.
It is now the most streamed original film in Netflix history. It's crazy too.
And I heard Disney didn't even want it.
Is that right? I didn't hear the
Yeah, I
history of
heard
that.
that. I heard Disney sold it to Netflix because
Good.
they
Serves them
didn't
right.
want it.
Eat it. Eat it. God, I hate Disney. 240 million views. And that is just nuts. And I mean, my kids are obsessed with it, play the music all the time. I think I even saw your daughter do some cosplay, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. She loves it.
Yeah. Man, I haven't fired it up myself. The kids mainly watch it elsewhere, so I haven't had to sit down and watch it just yet, but I've listened to the songs 100 million times. That's for sure.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet either. I want to see it. I just need the time to sit down and do it.
Yep, I get you. Yeah, and right now we're eating pretty good with video games. Just as a sidebar, like also we spent I think 2 episodes ago. Oh no, it was last episode. Jeez, it was all just last episode. We were talking about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, and we gave it some B plus, B minus, that kind of range, and
Mm.
so oddly serendipitous to have Shinobi then come out just a few weeks later, and I played that, and God, it's good. It's really good.
Is
I've
it?
really loved it, man.
Uh,
It's way better than Ragebound, because it's melee focused, and it makes you feel like powerful, and it lets the one thing that we were talking about on Ragebound was like how it like made you use your special powers against very specific people, and it was like you were kind of pinned into this little corner of creativity. And Shinobi's all about being as creative. They give you so many tools that you can mix and match and use, and you just feel so cool playing that game. And it's not nearly as like hard either. It's difficult. You'll definitely die and take some hits and have to replay some enemies, but nowhere near like with Ragebound, where it's like some of those bosses I died, 30, 40 times. So, anyways, highly recommend Shinobi. Story's a little iffy, I'll tell you that. Like the story is very like cliche.
I got a Switch 2, Jeff Gabor.
Oh snap! Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I got it, and let me say I am a little pissed off
Oh no.
with the virtual card bull
Mm-hmm.
because I opened the box and it said download, go to the store to download. I go to the store to download it, and then when I go to play it, it says this game is you have to link this to your primary system, which being my Switch Lite.
Yep.
So now, do I and I haven't tested it yet, but do I have to have my Switch Lite around every time I want to play Mario Kart?
No, 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 no. No, it'll port everything over for you. It basically, to me, just renders your old Switch useless.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't want to. I don't want to have to go back to it if I don't have to.
Yeah, but
Um,
I mean, because you're paying for like the Nintendo whatever package, right? Like the online stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So unless you want to pay for it twice, you're kind of made to do it.
Is it fully backwards compatible?
Not fully, but 99 for anything you would care about. It's fully backwards compatible. There's like some really odd games that for some reason don't port over, but it's easily it's most.
Yeah, as long as Infernax ports over.
Yep, that works fine. And I've had no problem. I played Shinobi on it, and everything I've downloaded, everything seems pretty seamless, and it just runs better because there's some of those games on the Switch were really rough, man. Like Link's Awakening and that kind of thing. Like
Mhm.
even that latest one, the Zelda.
The one where you're like using all kinds of crafting and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Echoes of Wisdom. There we go. Yeah, that one didn't run so nice on the original Switch, but much smoother experience on the Switch too. So,
Hmm.
I like it. I like it a lot. This bigger screen and all that feels really good. So you got to get in there and you got to tell me how Donkey Kong is.
I've been playing for maybe about a couple hours.
Okay.
So I'm not that far, but I really like it from what I've noticed so far. I'm really enjoying it.
Man, we're going to have a lot to talk about on the next episode. Maybe we can get a slam dunk of both Silk Song and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eating good. Oh, and just to talk about one other game. This is I didn't put this down either. But man, I got sucked into Balatro. It's like
I'm not laughing because I disrespect you. I'm just laughing because everybody plays that game.
Yeah, everybody. It's made by a single person. It was up for Game of the Year last year, and I was like, okay, what? Yeah, it's free for Apple Arcade, and I have Apple Arcade for the kiddies. So I downloaded it, and man, I couldn't stop playing. I feel very good about getting my first full run through it. Pretty good game. It is fun. Okay, you ready to move on to the Quantum Assurance Board and talk about our main topic of Panic Restaurant?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we'll play a little music, and when we come back, the Quantum Assurance Board is gonna really get into Panic Restaurant and judge it. Welcome to the hearings of the Quantum Assurance Board, where we have been sent back in time to make right what once went wrong and determine for all time whether Nintendo's Panic Restaurant game deserves the Nintendo seal of quality it boasted to earn. This was a fun little assignment there, Pete.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this was not a slog to get through whatsoever. So, Panic Restaurant, it's basically a platformer. You play as this little chef named Cookie, and you must navigate through your own restaurant that's been like sort of cursed and taken over and by this like other super tweaked out chef named Odove, I think it's I can't tell if it's a play on words. It's like Odove, but is it like Oderve? I don't know.
Oh,
Anyways.
yeah, I don't know.
Because everything is sort of a pun in this game. Everything you fight is some cursed, culinary item. You got your like skewered hot dogs, and you got French fries flying around, and you have crazy demon pumpkins, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
This game is on crack. It is so bizarre, but it is so charming.
Yep. It bleeds charm.
Yeah.
It's just like there's so much character in every enemy and player and boss, there's so much character. It's just
huge bosses. The graphics and art on these bosses, they're like huge characters that are moving around. They have big expressive bodies and faces, and everything has a face and is emoting. Your player sprite is like very, very expressive, like Saturday morning cartoon type of expressive. Crazy. I don't know how they got away with this on the Nintendo.
Well, this was made in 1992, which was very late in the Nintendo run. So, and it was made by Taito, and Taito made some really good games like the Jetsons and Little Samson. All these very expensive games that because they're so good, everybody wants them.
Yeah, I don't know if any other company actually was able to harness the power of the Nintendo like Taito did. Not to that extent. Like, I mean, of course you got your Mega Mans and all that, but even did you get any slowdown or anything playing this?
Oh, nothing.
This thing ran
Nothing.
like butter. It's so crazy good.
Yep.
But
So
yeah, just
smooth.
finishing up, just talking about the graphics. Uh, Even the menu item is so clear, like the GUI, and it's like
Yeah.
the little right down to the hearts and
And it
the
lists all the levels, and you can see where you are in the grand scheme of the game.
yeah. That's what
It's pretty cool.
it's really cute. So there's 6 stages in this game, and you're basically going through a menu. And so you start on the appetizer, you move your way to soup and salad, and then fish, and then meat, and then you get to your final dessert, which is a cute idea in that, and that kind of like design principle runs through the entire game. Like everything is that kind of like silly, zany, super cool, fun ideas.
Yes. I'm gonna say that the one place where it kind of felt lacking
Mm-hmm.
was the final boss fight
You know,
and the
yeah.
ending. But I'm willing to give that a pass
Yeah.
because of how good the rest of the game is.
Yeah, I would say overall, like the boss fights were the sprites were super expressive and fun, but it was basically just whack it until it dies. there wasn't much creativity or skill in terms of like the boss design or a puzzle to solve or some mechanic to memorize, or it was just like you could beat most of the bosses on your first attempt because it was just kind of
Yeah.
move out of the way and then bash it on its head.
And the
So,
weapons you had a frying pan as your default weapon, or you can
mhm.
get a spoon, a wooden spoon, I assume.
Yeah, you just kind of do like a
And
big cross jab with it.
yeah, or plate. You chuck plates at the at enemies
Yeah.
too. That weapon I didn't like as much.
It's fun. Yeah, you would think this a weapon with some distance on it would be great, but I actually really preferred the melee weapons.
Yeah, definitely. Did I
And
forget any of the weapons?
you mentioned the fork you could bounce up and down, right?
Oh, I hated that thing.
That thing was awful.
I
Yeah,
hated that thing.
I didn't really understand the point of it. It would just get you in trouble. It's like
Yeah.
it's right up there with like the skateboard in Adventure Island. It's just like, if you see it, just go ahead and pass it up. You don't want it. Yeah, man. Then did you do the bonus levels too?
Uh, yes, I did a couple of them.
They're super weird.
Yeah, they are. You catch a fish. It's like you catch a fish
Yeah.
with like this extending arm or something, and
Oh, what? Maybe I missed some bonus levels. I don't know this one. I was doing the ones where you're catching the eggs in the frying pan.
I don't know that one.
Oh, weird. We got different ones. Yeah, so there were these birds flying over, and they're just like crapping out a bunch of eggs, and you're just trying to catch them in your frying pan. But 50% of the things they poop out are big giant bombs, and you're trying not to catch the bombs. It's actually it's very similar to Mylan's Secret Castle. Now that I think about it, it's very similar. Uh,
You watch your mouth, Jeff Gabor.
I know that's sacrilegious. Oh my goodness. So what was this fish one?
There's like these fish that jump out of the water, and they travel in arcs across the screen, and you have an extender arm that can reach out and grab it, and you have to try and grab the fish. It's pretty hard.
Wow, why did I not get that? That's so crazy. I mean, I got the thing so you could earn like little coins to run a little slot machine at the end of levels and gain some stuff.
Yeah,
That
I didn't like the slot machine that much.
Nah, I'd rather play the slot machine in Mario 2 because you have a little bit more control over it. Like at least you feel like you can try to like aim to get 3 cherries in Mario
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
But this was like you're just paying for like, do you want to do the first row, the second row, the third row, or do you want to like buy all three and hook up the diagonals too, and then maybe something will hit, and it rarely does. It's actually pretty realistic in that way. You don't
And
really ever win.
and it's not very clear as to what you win.
Yeah,
You
yeah, they
know?
kind of missed the mark there. I don't. And maybe it's just for parody. You certainly don't need the extra lives in this game.
No, you got unlimited continues.
Yeah, yeah, and the levels are short, and yeah, you don't need it. You don't need it. So I think it's just there for giggles. So what do you think about the controls overall?
The controls were really tight.
Yeah,
They were perfect. Like if you messed up, it's your fault.
yep,
I mean,
yeah,
except for those instances where like a skewer would spawn above the screen
hmm
and dive down and get you.
yeah. There was some off-screen, you know, shenanigans like that, and also some like
Yeah.
respawning of enemies where you'd be just on the edge where you'd accidentally keep respawning the enemies back in. I found that super frustrating, especially it was the skewers because they would dive down in this diagonal manner, and your sprite's pretty big and their sprite's pretty big, so it's a good chance it's going to nail you. But you would maybe retreat to get away from their arc, but that would cause it to respawn. So you were left with this like conundrum. Do you try to like blow past it and have it go over your head, or do you try to like actually attack it? Um, so those things were the most annoying thing in the game. Yeah, bar none.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Uh
skipped right over music, man.
oh yeah, music's important, man. Music was done by Hirohiko Takayama, and he is known for the Karate Kid.
Oh,
Friday the 13th. Xerxes. And he went on after Panic Restaurant. He went on to do Adventure Island 3.
oh wow, man! This music stands up with some of the best on the system.
Oh yeah.
So
So
catchy.
yeah, it's just a real testament to Hirohiko's talents.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
it's from what I can gather
mm,
in my head based off of what I just listed. There's gonna be like there's gonna be clips of like little samples of each of the games that I talked
mhm.
about.
Yep.
But in my mind, I think this is his best one. I think this is his best game.
Yeah, it was funny because when I was listening to the music, it actually came off as sounding almost like Capcom. Like it just sounded so
Yeah.
good, like almost DuckTales or Chippendale, and even the gameplay. We were texting back and forth a little bit about the idea that it feels a lot like Chippendale,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is a
And
good thing, man. That game is tight. The controls on
yeah.
that, it feels so good. It's fast and fun. But the one thing that Chippendale doesn't have is like the melee thing, and really to put it like games with melee back on the NES were rare to do right. I feel like most of the games were shooting type games because it's a lot easier to do a projectile hitting something than it is to actually have somebody take a fist or a sword or whatever and have that contact. It's hard, man. Some of those awful like Terminator and games like that, like they're really bad. They're hard. Yeah, you know, you say, of course, there's good ones. There's the Zelda games, and what other? I mean, there's definitely some good ones.
Double Dragon.
Oh yeah, of course the beat 'em ups. Yeah, but this one really does. It has a single because you're basically swinging a sword around, and it feels really good. You never feel like it almost like it has the nice thing where it's biased towards the player, so it just feels good. Always feels good. Yeah. What else can you say about the music? I don't know. It's just super zany and cute.
Yeah. It's really upbeat.
Yeah, it would almost border on annoying, but it's just done so well that it doesn't get that way because it's almost circus-like. Because it definitely captures the idea that this game is really somebody's fever dream.
And the interesting thing is that if you notice, like the levels are very manic music, like very. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
But the level in between, like where they're telling you where you are in the game, is very chill, like almost like a nighttime city medley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it gives you a chance. It gives you a chance to kind of relax for a little bit in between the craziness.
Yeah. Oh man, but wrapping it up with like fun factor. It's been a long time since I've played an NES game that has made me as happy as this game. It was so fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. It's fun in its purest form. Yeah. It's like reminds you of when you were a little kid and you put in Super Mario Brothers when you were into Nintendo for the first time.
Yeah, man, what a shame this game got just like short-ended by being at the very end of the Nintendo life cycle, and then it's rare on top of that, and then now it's so rare for collectors too. Like it's crazy expensive. Like what is it going for right now, Pete? Like
$880 loose.
Oh my god, that's so crazy, man. It has one of the most iconic like covers too. Like that is it matches the game. It is nutty.
Yeah. And the reason why I know that is because I'm looking into buying it.
But man,
I don't know if I can warrant spending that much money on a single Nintendo game.
I get you, man. I ended up getting it in a bundle about a year ago.
You bastard.
Yeah, it's sitting right there on my shelf. It's in one of those, nice plastic glass-looking containers, prominently featured right next to Surprise at Dinosaur Peak. Oh yeah,
nice flex.
Yeah, I still don't call Little Samson though. No stadium events. If I get one of those two, then I'll start flexing.
I don't know. Surprise at Dinosaur Peak's a pretty good flex.
Yeah, man, you were there when I picked that one up.
Yep.
That was a good time.
Pull out the wad of cash, and people were gathering around because they couldn't believe you were buying it.
Yeah, I threw down. I think it was like $1,100, but he threw in Bubble Bobble too with it. So,
and that was a steal.
Yeah, I mean nowadays that's a steal to get those two games for $1,100. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. All right, man, let's wrap this up. I would say just to talk about anything negative, the worst thing about this game is just that it's so short.
Yeah, it is short. It's I wish it had maybe like 3 more levels.
Yeah,
I
know it's a lot. It's a lot
like...
to ask for, but yeah, I needed it. This is one of those games like if you rented it, you would beat it and you would not buy it. Like this is why the rental industry like was made to like get games to be really tough so you'd want to buy it, because this game is easy peasy.
Yeah. I did run into some issues with the skewers though. So those made me very angry. I
think once I just started running underneath them, I started to handle that all right. But yeah, that's So let's say the skewers and the how short the game is about the only bad things you can say about the entirety of the game. Everything else is amazing. Even I can't even believe they got away with the color palette. Like the Nintendo just doesn't have that many colors to deal with, and that game feels so colorful and bright and cute. And it's amazing what you can pull off when you know exactly how to deal with the color palette that the NES has.
Yeah, they did some trickery, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Huge sprites. So, I don't know what kind of magic they're doing to get those big of sprites to move as fast as they did. Like, what did they do? Like, it would be awesome to hear about, like, what kind of stuff they were swapping and what backgrounds they were using. What were they weren't really animating, the characters. They were animating the background and moving this and that. And they were doing some sort of magic to get all that to work, and it works flawlessly.
Yeah. Yep. So, it's a gem.
So we're going to send this to hell? No, this game trash, right? No, this game's amazing, right?
Yeah, we can't. We couldn't call ourselves reviewers if we trash this game.
So true, man. So here we go. The Quantum Assurance Board hereby finds you worthy of the Nintendo seal of quality and thus deems you a crowning jewel in the NES library to be revered for all time. You are hereby expunged of any and all faults, which it never had any. So go and play Panic Restaurant and play with power. Nintendo power. All right, so the next game the Quantum Assurance Board is going to take a look at is Unknown. Unknown. Yeah, do you know what it is? I don't know. We didn't pick one.
When you said Unknown, I went straight to Uninvited.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't want to do that game.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. No.
I don't want to. Point and click in NES doesn't mix.
Dude, I'm right there with you. Like, just that whole genre does not belong. Like, even Maniac Mansion. Like, come on, man, it just doesn't belong.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll have another STS episode where we'll be able to just talk a bunch of bullcrap, and we will announce what game will be on our next Quantum Assurance Board. But until then, this has been just a couple more minutes where two veterans of the animation and video game industry talk about exactly that: animation and video games. Thanks for joining me, Pete.
You're quite welcome, Jeff.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Later.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.